Hi, we are getting ready to do D-Day. Chapter 2, A Bold Plan. All right, here's the picture. The Atlantic Ocean borders mainland Europe on the west. During the war, here we have it. During the war, Hitler knew this coastline was open to attack. So, in 1942, he ordered a line of defenses built on the coast. He called it the Atlantic Wall. It stretched for 2,400 miles along the shoreline. The shoreline means what? Where the land meets the water. So, right, the beach where the land meets the water. Good job. If there was an invasion, Hitler planned to end it on the first day. 250,000 workers, including French prisoners, were forced to build the defenses. They planted 6 million mines. Did you hear that? 6 million mines on the shoreline, outside on the beach, and in the water, because the water goes out and comes back in, right?
That's the same thing as.
Yeah.
What's a mine?
A mine is a bomb. So it's hidden. So when you step on it or go over it, you bury it under the ground. When you step on it or go over it or something rolls over it, and it blows up. A big sound. They lined the beaches. They planted 6 million mines. Each was set to explode as soon as an Allied soldier stepped on it. Boom! They lined the beaches with thick nets of barbed wire, and they planted steel spikes and great logs in the sand to gash the bottom of boats at high tide. Concrete bunkers and forts of all sizes were built behind beaches. A network of trenches linked them together. Almost 1 million tons of concrete was poured into the bunkers in 1 month alone. Almost 1 million tons of concrete. Sorry, we had to pause, so it's the next sentence. Gun holes pointed straight at the coast. Hitler aimed to wipe out enemy soldiers the minute they hit the beaches. While the Germans built the Atlantic Wall, the Allies made plans to bust through it. Do we want the Allies to win?
No.
Yeah. On D-Day, early in 1942, President Roosevelt and Prime Minister Churchill decided to invade spring of 1944. That gave them about a year and a half to prepare the attack and train the troops. The next question, where to land? The shortest, easiest route was Calais, not correct, France. It was just 20 miles from Dover, England. But the Germans, they would expect that, the Allies to land there. The invasion had to take the Germans by surprise. The invasion had to take the Germans by surprise! So the Allies decided to land at the unlikely spot of Normandy, France, 100 miles away. Holy cow. Timing was tricky. The Allies wanted troops to parachute at night to take the Germans by surprise. The moon had to be full. Why would the moon have to be full? Because it is so they can see. It's lighter out. Otherwise, the paratroopers couldn't see well enough in the dark. The boats would land after dawn, stealing across the channel under the cover of darkness. The tide had to be low because German obstacles on the coast would tear boats apart at high tide. So did they know about the subterfuge? Did they know about the mines and all of this stuff? Yeah, they said the tide had to be low because German obstacles on the coast would tear their boats apart. So they knew that the Germans had bad stuff on the shoreline, right? They were prepared to miss that. There it is. So here we go. Great Britain. Here's London. Here's Dover. And they're going to attack at Normandy. Let's see. The 5 beaches at Normandy. You see them? All right. On D-Day, the Allies attacked 5 major beaches that stretched for 60 miles down the coast of Normandy, France. Every beach was a separate battleground with its own battle plan and attack forces. The beaches were all given code names. The plan called for British troops to land at Sword and Gold, Canadian troops at Juno, and American troops at Omaha and Utah. So they were separating their troops to be able to attack, right? If they divided and conquered, they could probably take over Normandy, France, and take it away, yes? Okay. An American general was put in charge of the invasion. His name was Dwight D. Eisenhower, Ike for short. Ike was quite a man with a big grin. At West Point, which is a school for the military, he had been known for playing pranks, lots of jokes. Later, however, Ike stood out as a master planner and organizer. He also inspired other soldiers. He merely has to smile at you, and you trust him at once, said a British general named Bernard Montgomery. Ike went over the plans for D-Day in late 1943. There wasn't enough wallop, enough grit, a big enough bang, he said. He wanted more of everything. More soldiers, guns, tanks, and planes. Under his orders, the United States began shipping planes, tanks, arms, boats, jeeps, and trucks to England. And arms, what are they talking about? Guns, yes. By D-Day, Americans had given 5 million tons of supplies. Whoa. And equipment. Ike also sent more than 1 million more American British soldiers. They joined all the other Allied troops training there before the Great Invasion. By D-Day, there were 1.7 million Americans, 1 million British and Canadians, and about 300,000 men from other countries. Look, it shows you. There's the legend, and there's the graph. Training was hard and intense. Paratroopers practiced jumping from planes and marching for 3 days straight. Soldiers practiced firing weapons, climbing cliffs, and crawling under barbed wire, while live fire whizzed overhead. Oh my gosh, that's scary. So they were crawling, and then bullets going over their head. Bullets going over. If they would put their head up, they were a goner, because they were using live ammunition. That is so scary. They're climbing under barbed wire in trenches because they don't want to get tore up, right? Yet, not one soldier knew where or when he would fight. D-Day was kept top secret. All right, so that's the end. Okay, so we're going to review a bold plan. Okay, so remember, Hitler said that he was going to line the coast with what? What was he lining the coast with? Mines. And what are mines? Bombs. 6 million. That's a lot. All right. And so I put flowers here because they were going to invade in the spring. And that's when flowers bloom, in the spring. They were going to invade what? Normandy? France, right? And it needed to be a full moon. So who could see where they were going? No, we're fighting against the Nazis. Yeah, the Allies. And what are these people called? With parachutes. Paratroopers. Good job. And who was leading the way? Eisenhower, yes. And the troops that they had, 1.7 million Americans,
And between Canada and the United Kingdom, there was 1 million. And then a bunch of other people from Europe, there were 300,000 soldiers. So did we have a lot of soldiers?
Yeah. And did we train really hard?
Yeah. And we trained with live ammunition. That's scary. Did they know when it was going to happen? No, because it was top secret. All right. See you guys next time.